Alright, Shalom. Before I start, oh shoot. Salakia, y'all. Before we start, let me give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim wa Akwat, learning, teaching, truth, and sincerity. This is going to be another video through the Spirit. Real quick lesson. I wanted to deal with that word demon and the meaning of it. Alright, and why, you'll hear the brothers and the elders and apostles make the mention that the word demon actually goes back to the word intelligence. Alright, and there's truth to that statement, so we're gonna hop into it. So y'all, over the years watching these videos, there's many terms and things that we've come to understand that we may not have directly went and looked over. So it's good to go over and to look up these sayings and these words that we've grown accustomed to using, all right, so that you have the ability to properly explain it to somebody else. So I just want to play this quick. Watch women become possessed while shopping in supermarket.
A woman appears to become possessed while shopping in a supermarket, and the apparent incident was all captured on surveillance. As shoppers in China attempted to assist her, she let out a loud scream, frightening the onlookers. The video was posted on China's version of YouTube, and thousands of viewers are circulating the footage online. While we can admit that the video is kind of creepy, its authenticity can't be verified, with some people commenting that it could be staged. Be sure to watch.
So regardless of if it was authentic or not, we know that events like this happen. Just go drive down through your local downtown and watch the crackheads for a couple minutes. You'll see some of that same action. All right, so now we're going to come over to the word demon and take a look at it. All right, it says circa 1200s, an evil spirit, a malignant supernatural being, an incubus, a devil, which is, these are correct definitions, but taking it back to the earliest of times, all right, where it came from, dealing with the Latin. It says from Latin daemon, spirit, from Greek daemon, all right, or daimon, which you have niggas named Damon or Damien, which motherfuckers naming their kid demon. But it says deity, divine power, lesser god, guiding spirit, to tutelary deity. One's says sometimes, including the souls of the dead, one's genius, lot, or fortune, divider, provider, root, to divide. So dealing with some of these words up here, it says from the Greek daemon, deity, divine power, lesser god, which these, we're getting closer, right? So this lets you know that it is a power, all right? The only problem is demons aren't right-hand powers. They're entities, they're lesser gods on the left-hand side, all right? And when they hop upon people, you should have one of the definitions down here, right? Divider or provider. When those demons, when the spirits hop on people, they divide you from what? Your sanity. They make you do things that you ought not. And provide, what do they oftentimes provide you with? The capability to do things that are not natural. Let's take an example. Let's take a look in the scriptures. Real quick. I'll show you what they provide. They don't provide nothing nice. Alright. And they don't it's not a deity for your good. Where is it at? Let me get where's that? Okay, yep. Luke 9, and I'm gonna start right here, verse 41. And Yahushua answering said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you and suffer you? Bring thy son hither. And he was yet and as he was yet coming, the devil threw him and tear him. So the spirit that was upon him, took over control of his body. It was hip tossing his ass, throwing him around, which you'll see with people when they're going through spurts of being demonically possessed. They're moving in ways that are erratic and non-natural. Whether when you had that thing that was popular, bath salts, what those motherfuckers doing? Eating people, running at crazy speeds, getting shot and not dying. That deity, that lesser god, that left-hand side intelligence was on them, driving them to the brink of insanity. All right. It says, Yahushua rebuked the unclean spirit and healed the child and delivered him again to his father. So just showing you right there, it says it threw him down and tear him. All right. Them spirits take control over the body. All right. Literally imagine it, if you will, as an invisible puppet. Because as soon as the demon chills for a minute, the motherfucker just go back to being normal. That's all these, all these so-called mental disorders and diseases. All it is a spirit afflicting the body, and it manifests physically. All disease is a spirit being sent to fuck with you, and it manifests physically. So say, for instance, the disease such as herpes, all right, the STD. Herpes has a demon associated with it, and if you come in contact with another motherfucker with that demon on him, now that a new demon, he gonna cling to you and be following you around, and that demon's name is herpes. All right, and you don't want to mess with that demon. So right here, now just jumping back up, keep in mind right here where it says one's genius, a lot, or a fortune. All right, normally those words are associated with something good, but when a demon is upon you, it's the genius of the demon that has mastery over your body. It's the demon running that lot, all right, or running that fortune over a motherfucker. So now they're not receiving, they're not genius in the sense of they know what 5 + 5 is. They're being ruled over by that fucking demon. And you come down, it says, the usual ancient Greek sense, supernatural agent or intelligence lower than a god. So right there, literally the word demon, the word intelligence is involved, because you have a lesser god, which those are what the angels are, the spirits, the left hand spirits and the right hand spirits. They are the word Allah or Allahayim, but they are on the left hand side. They're the evil angels. What is evil? Bad time. They're the intelligences, all right, the guiding spirits that cause evil and bad times upon a person, a place, or a thing, if you will. So literally, this is dealing with the word demon. So when we use that term, you have to actually let it soak in and realize, when a motherfucker when we say, oh, this motherfucker got demons on him, we're not just saying, oh, this motherfucker, when we say a motherfucker has demons on them, they are dealing with a whole entity controlling and guiding their mind and body, which is why they're not going to receive the truth, or which is why, unfortunately for the crackheads, when the demons is afflicting them, they'll be having them, pissing in the middle of public, standing, in such a manner that is off balance, but they're still upright. Why? Because that intelligence lower than a god, that supernatural agent, is holding their ass up. Shit, let me see. Hey y'all, hey look, I typed this in, right? I don't know what the hell's going on. Fighting over there. Let's see what else we can find. Jake. But they're not. His mind has been taken over by a lesser god entity. And now he bugging. Completely insane, man. And this is what the Lord will do to you, man. So we got, hey, man. That's not the way, G. That's not the way. That boy teeth sticking out like flippers, man. That's not the way. And as soon as he gets done dancing, he's gonna go back to being in his miserable state, which is something that you see when people come down, you know, off of that high. They go back to hating life. Or is that other? Here we go. Mark 9. That's what it was. Mark 9 and yeah, wow. 9 and 20. And they brought him unto him, and when he saw him, straightway the spirit tear him. So once again, another left-hand spirit having mastery over a person's body. And he fell on the ground and wallowed foaming. So he was on the ground rolling, spit coming out his mouth, you know, tripping off a beam, tripping, man. Verse 21, and he asked his father, how long is it ago since this came unto him? And he said, of a child. So he was born with that left-hand side intelligence, that demon afflicting him. And oft times it hath cast him into the fire and into the water to destroy him. But if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. So that right there, right? Now let me take it back to that word demon. It said that deity, divine power, lesser God, guiding spirit. And now imagine, if you will, if you jump in the fire, you're going to be burnt and be dead, or your skin's going to be marred beyond repair. If you keep hopping in the water, you're going to drown. But why was this boy not burned to a complete crisp or drowned? Because that guiding lesser God deity was making him do those things, yet keeping him alive at the same time. All right, this is what is happening when a motherfucker has demons on you. So that's why you'll see them get shot, receive wounds that are fatal, but that demon has a mission and he's not done yet. So the motherfuckers will keep running with bullet holes in them until it's that time, you know. And this is the case with this child. Now, this child, I'm just keep reading. Verse 23. Yahushua said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. And then, this is one of my favorite verses right here. You know, verse 24. And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe, help thou mine unbelief. And you know, that's why Yahushua, you know, he keeps us from things, man. Yahushua is our he's our savior. It says, help thou mine unbelief, because we believe, but you know, we've been down here so fucking long. Sometimes we feel hopeless. So Yahushua, he's that intercession for us. And the Father, he sincerely cried for the sake of his son, because he wanted his son to be back right. You know, that's suffering, to have children that are born abnormally. You know, whether it be Down syndrome, complete mental retardation, cleft foot. You know, that shit sucks. I remember my physical younger brother, my literal younger brother, when he was born, he had real bad eczema. All right, and sometimes he would just get into like real bad fits of rage where he would just get to scratching his skin and fucking crying, and we couldn't do nothing about it. That medicine wouldn't help him like that. He would literally be peeling his skin off into his fucking fingernails, man. You know, but hey, as he got older, the Lord, you know, somehow, some way made it to where the eczema left him, and he's straight now. But you know, this shit ain't no joke. That's why we need the Lord. Verse 25. And when Yahushua saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him. And he entered no more into him. And the spirit cried and rent him sore. So on the way out, the spirit rattled him, you know, and it says what? And came out of him, and he was as one dead, and so much that many said he is dead. But Yahushua took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. So right there. So ultimately, the shining light about demons is the fact that they are lesser gods and lesser entities. So what does that? That means that Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua, they have the mastery over them, and they can pull those demons on and off of people. So that's why we gotta pray to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua, because we get afflicted with demons, more so mentally, so where they'll drive us to make bad and improper decisions. But we gotta pray to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua, that we don't give in, you know, or at least that we can, when we realize we're dealing with a demon, you know, to fight that fight the best we can. All right, so that's about it. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakakorash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the Akiwa Aqua. Learning, teaching truth with sincerity. Just wanted to go into that. You know, hopefully y'all now have some more insight on the word demon. Shalom.